Hello and welcome to this edition of UIndy Sports Preview. Joining me today is women's volleyball. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm great. Well, first off, thank you guys for coming and joining me today, okay? So, Coach, this first question will be for you. So, over half of your roster is freshmen and new faces, transfer students this year. So, obviously, a lot of new people on the team. How's the chemistry been so far?
So far, the chemistry's been really good. This last week, we spent a lot of time on individual skills and put in the defense, a couple of different defenses. And so we've spent a lot of individual time with kind of different groups. And then kind of outside of the gym, we've spent time together. We went down to Riley and spent some time with some of the kids down there. And we've tried to do some things both in and out of the gym that have helped us come together. And then beyond that, the girls came in on their own a week before the season started. And so they got to spend some time. And as part of what's been going on the last few years, Katie and Mary Grace have organized to where they'll come in and spend some time and do some team building outside without us coaches. And I think that goes a real long way. So the chemistry so far, a week in and really two since they did that on their own, has been really, really good.
Now, coming out of the gate, you have a lot of in-region contests, including your own invitational. What is that going to do for your team? How's that going to set your team up?
So aside from all of the measurements of you got to play this team, you got to play this team, the biggest thing is that you need to win. Kind of the next piece from that is that you need to do well within your region. So as we're putting together this schedule, we kind of tried to take a look at some of the teams within our region that we thought were going to be a good challenge for us. We want to see what that's all about. So early before our conference season starts, we want to play some of those good teams at Hillsdale. We want to invite some of those teams to come and play us. And then we're working our butts off in practice to make sure we're ready and prepared to play those teams.
Absolutely. Now, this is both for you, Katie, and you, Coach. I really love hearing about goals for the season, and you individually and also for the team. I'd love to hear your guys' goals.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah.
Our biggest goal for the season is to win. The past 2 years I've been here, we've had about 500 records, so I'd like to see us go a lot better than that. Courtney Crawford, she played here. I think she graduated 2013. She was 38-2 when they came here, so I think that'd be great to do. Or at least
38-2 is pretty good.
Yeah, I'd love that. Would be great if we could do that. But even if we don't do that, just to be successful and give it all on the court, that's all we can ask of ourselves and each other.
A couple of benchmarks that I have in my mind for our team would be to go 20 wins. I think 20 wins is a really good benchmark for any volleyball team. And then beyond that is fantastic. And then the other goal that kind of coincides with those 20 wins would be the NCAA tournament. So we've had a 2-year hiatus from making the NCAA tournament. And I think that we've got in the gym the girls to do it. I think we've got the defense right now looks really, really strong. And that for me, going into it without playing anybody yet, those are the couple of goals that I have for the team right now.
What are some things you have done to get your defense looking strong preseason-wise?
Well, we've spent some time on individual moves, the defensive moves, and then we've spent time really implementing a couple of defenses. And I look at a couple of different sports with football and basketball, and nothing against our guys, but if our guys can remember a bunch of different defensive packages and calls, we're way smarter than they are, so I know they can do it. So we kind of have taken that. We've kind of raised the bar with a couple of different defensive schemes and a couple of different calls, and it's going really, really well. I'm really pleased with how it's gone about a week into the season so far.
All right. Well, thank you. Katie, what are you most excited about this year?
To win again. I love the girls on the team. Every year I've been here, I've always said that we're a family, and this year seems special to me. I don't know what it is, and I've said that the past 2 years. Like everyone wants to say that in preseason, but the chemistry and the girls that we play with, it just seems different. The freshmen we have, I think they're doing great. We have 4 incoming freshmen, and they don't seem like freshmen when they play. They don't have the freshman attitude where they're kind of reserved. They just go for it, and I think that's great to bring that into our program. And then same with the transfers. We're already a family. It's only been a week.
A week officially.
One official week, but we really tried to get in over the summer just to get to know each other better, invite freshmen to come down so they weren't overwhelmed when they first got here, and I think that helped out a lot.
Now, other than inviting some of the freshmen down, what are some things that you do? I know Coach mentioned coming in a week earlier than maybe the coaches did. What are some of the things that you guys planned for those girls to sort of get that team bond early on?
We had open gyms all summer, and so Mary Grace and I and Alyssa and Autumn, we all would text them to say, hey, we're having an open gym if you want to come, so they felt welcome. I thought that's really important. I was a freshman. I know how it feels to come in like that. So just to welcome them, make sure they feel comfortable with us before we get into preseason. And then the Captain's Week or pre-preseason, whatever you want to call it. That helped a lot. We had a lot of fun. We went bowling, we went out to eat, we went to some of the girls' homes who live around Indy and just had sleepovers. It was a lot of fun.
Okay, well, first off, I want to thank you guys for coming out and talking with me today.
Of course.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching.